car troubles got you down? Sanders Tire and Auto Repair has got you covered. Engine repair, transmissions, alignments, diagnostics, suspension fixes, welding, wheel straightening. These folks do it all. And fast. No upsells, just honest work backed by a 2-year, 24,000-mile warranty. Feels like having a pit crew in your own backyard. Thousands of happy customers can't be wrong.
Swing by Sanders Tire and Auto Repair in Lavallette, West Virginia, where your ride gets the royal treatment and you get peace of mind. Now offering road hazard on your new tire purchase to help protect your investment. Check them out now or give them a call at 304-528-9800 to schedule your appointment.
Elisa, what was that number again? I was driving my car the other day and it was acting a little wonky. I don't know how to describe it.
It's 304-528-9800. Give them a call.
Awesome. I'll call Mick and Aletha. Thanks.
Hey, y'all. I'm Elisa.
And I'm Samantha.
And welcome back to Watch for Deer. Yeah, it's been like 2 months.
It's not been has it been 2 months?
I think it's been 2 months since we actually posted. How
come?
Me, I'm going to say we, but it's really me. I've been going through all kinds of amazing, not so amazing life changes, but so I bought a house in January.
Yes, you did.
And I've been moving and doing some redoing, painting, going through a divorce.
Yep.
So my life has been kind of hectic, running with the kids, trying to play the single parent, not single parent. I mean, we do like co-parenting, but anyways, so it's been kind of crazy, kind of hard to find the time to actually sit down and find time to record.
And get into the mental space of it too. I mean, you need to be in a good space to be able to do something like this, especially when you talk about murder. Like, you don't need to be like in a bad headspace and then let's talk about murder.
Murdering.
So we took a little hiatus. Like we put something out in February. I thought we put something out in February.
It might have been the first. I don't know. I don't know what the date was, but it's been a minute. It's been a minute.
It's been a minute. It's slow coming back, but that's all right.
But too, we also had a live show postponed twice because of the weather. We were prepping
if you live
for
in
that.
West Virginia, has this weather not been utterly shitty?
Insane.
It has been the worst.
We've been prepping for that, trying to finish the story for that, prepping for that.
That's April 10th, and the story's been done for a while.
Been done.
I still don't know what it is. I don't ask.
And I will say, no, without a spoiler alert, Friday, April 10th, 7:30 p.m. at Creekside Golf Course right here in Lavallette, West Virginia. We are going to do a live show, weather permitting.
And headspace, whether you're in the right headspace or not,
you better be there.
We're committed. We are
committed, April 10th. The story is done, and I will tell you, you do not want to miss seeing your face when I announce what we're going to be covering.
I dread it so bad.
So if you show up, you may want to buy her a shot
to
do
not buy me a shot. Don't buy me a shot. Because I tell you what's going to be embarrassing. Everybody buy me a shot, and you're going to be like, oh, her liver is not phased at all.
But we've been prepping for that. We're going back to do a collaboration next week with another podcast, so we've been prepping for that.
Yeah, we're going back to Creepalachia. Yep. We're going to get to see our buddy JD. We're super excited about that.
Yep, that's been on the books. I actually have another contact, which I've not even told you about, because she and we haven't even really seen each other or talked to each other. I mean,
you've been kind of traveling a lot too.
Yeah,
like really, you've been to you were Cincinnati this weekend. You were in Houston, Texas a couple weeks ago. So don't say it like that, Elisa. Make me sound like a crappy friend. You're like, well, I've not even seen her.
I mean, we haven't. I've been on the road.
It's because she's not been in the county. She's not been here.
I've been on the road, been busy. Just got back from Columbus last night.
She's going to Pennsylvania in a couple of days. Pittsburgh.
Sunday, hitting that up. And then the last week of March and April, traveling again. But Anywho, it's been crazy. It's been good for my mind to stay busy.
Right, and that's what we were talking about, eating a slice of Supreme Pizza Hut pan pizza, which, I mean, 100%. I mean, it's good, but they've changed the recipe. Something ain't right. I don't know if it's where they got rid of their red Pepsi glasses or the ambiance of everything or whatever, but Pizza Hut is just not the same, and I'm going to need Pizza Hut to do better.
Do better, Pizza Hut.
Just do better, Pizza Hut.
So, yeah, I've been just trying to keep my mom busy, stay focused on the good. So, yeah, so that's where we're at.
So, I have been on a weight loss journey. Whoop, 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 whoop. A weight loss journey. And I tell you something. Now, listen, before I tell you all, because I don't usually like to keep stuff from you guys, and especially women listening to this and you're driving down the road and you're like, oh, I think I may do that. I don't know. It's expensive, all this stuff. I'm going to talk to you about it. But I'm going to need you to put your judgment. I'm going to need you to pull your pocket out, grab your right hand, grab your judgment, and stick it in that pocket.
Stick it in a pocket and tuck it away.
Tuck it away. Because I'm going to tell you about my life, but if you're going to be crappy about it, then I'm going to stop telling you about my stuff.
That's right.
Right.
We'll just start diving right on into the story, and then it won't be like you all are our best friends.
Right. I mean, and I love
sad.
You guys. So we're not going to judge me about this.
You know me, I don't judge.
Yeah,
I'm 2 years in.
Oh,
so.
Okay. Yeah, Elise has already been doing this.
Yeah.
So, anywho, I started taking Lexapro about a year ago, and I started having panic attacks. We've talked about that.
Yes.
You know, I've not had one in a very, very long time. But anyways, Lexapro, Live, Laugh, Lexapro will make you gain weight.
Absolutely.
And it's not just like the Lexapro, because I know some of you all are going to be driving.
Alexa.
Some of you all are going to be driving down the road and be like, that's not what's going to make you gain weight. That's not what you know, that fork to that mouth is what's making you gain weight. Well, listen, you're right. The fork to the mouth did make me gain weight, but I was very sad and I didn't leave. I sat at the house and I ate Cheetos and my fingers turned orange and I was sad. So I had to let it go. I'm just going to tell you about this. So back in January, I was like, you know what? I need to do something. I'm not very tall and I'm thick anyways, but I had gotten too thick and I like a thick mantha, right? We got a big thigh. I'm dragging a wagon back here. I'm dragging a wagon back here. So I was like, I called my cousin Lisa Dawn.
Yep.
Who does Enlighten Weight Loss and Wellness. Mm-hmm. Is that it? In Barbersville. Yep. And I told her, I was like, I'm going to do it. Let's do the semaglutide. And she's like, okay, because I've been complaining about my weight. And she's like, Samantha, this will help you. And I thought to myself, how's it going to help me? I mean, seriously, how's it going to help me? And so I started the shots probably 7 weeks ago. 7 weeks ago, maybe 8 weeks. I don't know. I've lost 25 pounds.
Nice.
But now let me tell you something about it. And I know people are like, it's Fix-All and all this stuff, and you're just cheating. You're making it easy. It has not been easy at all.
Yeah.
It's not been easy. I watch every single calorie I put in my mouth. I track everything. Just when we add that slice of pizza in there, I ask you what size it was and all this stuff. I was tracking everything. I make sure my protein is up, so I'm losing fat and not muscle. Like, there is a way that you do this, and that I don't make myself, I don't starve. Yeah. Now, there are some days on it that I don't want to eat. Like, just the thought of eating kind of grosses me out.
I have to make myself eat a lot of times.
And sometimes, like, you have to make yourself not just eat, you have to make yourself eat the right things.
Yes.
Because you have to make sure your protein's up. Like, it is really a lifestyle change.
Yeah.
But then, so I was on 0.25, the starting dose, for like a month. And then I went to 0.5 for a few weeks. And then I went up to 0.75.
Yeah.
And, that made me sick. It made me super sick. For like 2 or 3 days, I wasn't nauseous constantly. But
waves of nausea.
I was just having waves of like nausea. Now I almost said you can get Zoloft. I mean, I guess you can. But I was going to say Zofran. I mean, you can take Zoloft, I guess. What is Zoloft?
It's like an antidepressant.
Oh, okay. Well, don't take Zoloft for a bellyache. Don't do that. Take a Zofran. But Zofran makes me sleepy.
Yeah.
So I struggled through it. And then so I went back last week and I was like, I didn't really feel fantastic on that. Like, let's go back
down.
Yeah, because you have to like ease you have to. Is that what that?
That's your titration.
What
your titration? You're titrating up.
Yes.
Slow dosing up.
Yeah, speak to me like that.
Titration.
No, we're slow dosing up.
Slow dosing up.
So we're slow dosing up, and I went down to 6.5. I think this Friday, I'll be able to do a 0.75. But again, make sure if your judgment's in your pocket and it's screaming right now, oh my God. I read on the internet, and I listen, another thing, I'm almost off of Facebook anymore.
Yeah.
I hate it. We'll talk about that in a minute. This may be a 2-part episode. The first part is just me bitching about
us
stuff.
Catching up.
Yeah. But, so anyways, I was on Facebook, and this girl had put on there how excited she was that she'd lost like 30 pounds, on Ozempic, which the semaglutide I'm on is the compound version of Ozempic. Yeah. And I didn't even know what that meant, and I can tell you what that means, because I'm like, what's that mean? It means that they get it in 2 different bottles, and instead of like you getting the Ozempic shot that says Ozempic on it, you're getting they give me my shot too. I go there every Friday because I'm terrified of needles. But it's compounded. It has some of it in one bottle, some of it in another bottle, and they pull it together. They mix it up, and then it's Ozempic.
Yeah.
So, and I actually think mine it's got B12 in it too.
Yeah, it's probably pink.
Yeah, it is. It's got B12 in it too, which makes you, makes
supposed to give you energy.
It makes sure my wagon's not dragging.
But also, if you have too much B12, your urine will turn pink and red.
My urine has not been pink or red.
Mine actually did that when I did B12 shots with the Ozempic.
It was pink initially. And red, like it wasn't like your period or anything. Mm-hmm. Your pee just turned pink or red. Mm-hmm. That didn't scare you?
B12. No, she gave me a heads up.
Okay.
So
you're like, here, I'm going to OD you on B12.
I was dragging.
You're like, you're going to feel good.
The wagon was dragging, and she was like, I got the fix for this.
But Lisa and Jade is, he gives me my shot. If you go, mention me and say this specifically. Say, Samantha sent me and said, no, Lisa Dawn, you cannot give the shot. Jade gives the shot because I don't feel it at all.
Yeah, he's really good.
He is really good. He's really good. And he's such a cheerleader for me. But I tell you, when I first took that, like the first 6 weeks, I'd never been so constipated in my entire life, Lisa.
Oh, yeah.
I mean, like, I was bloated.
It slows everything down.
Well, I lost weight week 1 and 2 and 3, and then week 4, 5, and 6, I was like, there's no way I'm gaining weight. There's no way I'm gaining weight because I'm not eating, I'm in a calorie deficit.
Yeah, but you weren't shitting either, were you, sis?
No, God, I'm telling you, my belly would hurt, and I would take a laxative or something, and I would and again, girls, we talk about it all here, and you need to know this. If you're going to do it, this is what you need to know. I would get the bubble guts and gas and stuff. Nothing, not a thing. Now, I'm not going to say my friend's name. She listens to the podcast, so I am going to say this.
I can guess.
It did the opposite for her.
Oh, God.
And she said, I'm going to say it. She doesn't know who it is, but listen to me. Women need to know this. This is another reaction.
It's vital.
She went to the bathroom, and she had to poo so bad that she grabbed so hard running. She had to get in a shower and rinse off.
Oh, my God.
So, here's what you need to know about Ozempic. I don't know of anybody that's taken it yet and not had, like, one extreme or the other. So, if you've had Ozempic and you're like, oh, I didn't do that. I had, like, a normal... Did you have normal? What did you do?
I'm not a regular pooper anyways. I make poop once a week.
Yeah. So that's not healthy, Elise. You need to eat a fiber.
I mean, I just...
Do you do a fiber?
I take a probiotic.
I take a probiotic and a prebiotic.
And still.
But you need to take a Metamucil gummy. And every now and then do a Miralax and get some fluids in your body. I know what your problem is. You don't drinking water. I know what your problem is.
You are not wrong.
I know I'm not wrong. Your body is starved for water.
You are not wrong.
So that's what it is.
I'm working on it. We're working on it.
Yeah, so that's Elise's problem. Anyways, now we talked about our bathroom habits.
Yeah.
But would I suggest anybody get Ozempic? I would. Yeah. I mean, I would. I think I pay, again, judgment in your pocket. I think I'm paying $230 a month for it. But that being said, before you go, oh my Lord, I'm saving that amount of money on eating out
junk food.
and in junk food.
Yeah.
I have not eaten any I've not wanted it.
Well, not only that, I've been on it for probably over 2 years.
No, you can get it cheaper if it's mailed to you. Like, that's because I'm going and all this stuff. Like, I think you could probably get it cheaper, if you...
Right.
Whatever.
But I've been on it for over 2 years, and I went on it because the same thing, medication got me there. I didn't really have bad eating habits. I've always been kind of small.
Yeah.
But I gained like 40 pounds in 2 months.
I swear, Lisa, listen to me. I'm 2 inches taller than you are. What are you, 5'1"?
5'2".
Are you?
Yes.
You posted a picture of you where you had lost weight.
Oh, yeah.
And I mean...
It doesn't look like me.
I don't remember you being that size.
I was 187 at my heaviest.
I don't remember you being that size.
Yeah. And I was miserable, like depressive, talked to my doctor about it. We switched off that to a different medication. I asked him about the Ozempic. He said it's actually really good for my heart too, where I have,
I love that stuff. Too. That's a side effect of Ozempic. It's supposed to be, allegedly. Supposed to be good for your heart.
Yeah. The caffeine drinks that I drink are probably not good for my heart, and I'm aware, but right now we are surviving on caffeine.
I know you are.
Judgment in your pocket.
Yeah. You pulled it and put it in your pocket.
Put it in your pocket.
What I was going to say, though, one of the reasons I'm just about off Facebook is I get on there, and I've never seen such bitching before in my entire life about people. If school is closed because of snow, people are mad. If schools are open and it snowed, people are mad. If you're Republican, people are mad. If you're a Democrat,
it's just our society.
If you're a Democrat, people are mad. If you wore a white shirt, why didn't you wear a blue one? And if you like your hair in a ponytail, and if you have a ponytail, your hair looks better down. I'm just sick of it.
Yeah.
But I was looking through an Ozempic thing, like, your phone listens to you, and I know everybody's phone does this. So I had been talking about it or something. And I was looking through, it was an ad for like Wegovy or Ozempic or whatever it was. And I was just looking at the ad, and I clicked on the comments. And people are like, don't get on this legalized meth. Legalized meth?
I come off of it for like 2 months. Because, like, again, I got down to where I was antidepressant. Mm-hmm. So I was like, I'm going to go ahead and come off of it. And honestly... I physically feel better on it.
Yeah.
It physically helps me feel better. So I've been on it, like I said, for about 2 years. I ain't ashamed. That is one thing that I do for myself that I refuse to give up.
I'm not ashamed about it at all. And I tell you something, too. I've heard many people say, if you're on it, you can't go off of it. If you're on it, you can't go off of it. Well, that is not what I was told.
I think if you train your mind.
Well, it's not even that. I talked to Jade about it because that was a worry I had. Like, I'm very conscious about stuff like that. And he goes, that's not true. He goes, what you do, you can't quit. I mean, you can quit.
Cold turkey.
You absolutely can quit cold turkey. He's like, but you don't want to do that because, I don't remember exactly why, but he's like, let's say you're on 0.15 or whatever you can get. I don't even know what you can get. But then you don't just stop on that.
You titrate back down.
You titrate back down. Yeah. Look at me using a big vocabulary word.
You're welcome.
And then you titrate back down until you get back down to that 0.25. And your system knows that it's going out, and then you're just done. Yep. Like it's, you just taper off of it like you would any medicine.
That's what I did. Is I last summer, June and July, I just quit cold turkey. Yeah. Don't do that. I gained like 20 pounds in 2 months.
Good God, Elisa.
Yeah. And like I said, I'm not a big eater. I don't sit around eating little Debbie cakes and munching on tater chips.
Ma'am, I stood beside you just now while you ate that pizza in the kitchen, and I've never seen anything like it. You slobbered.
I did. I've had a very long day.
You slobbered. I did. I'm starving. I've never seen anybody fit a whole slice of Supreme Pizza Hut in their mouth, but I ate one piece earlier today when I got it, and that was it. That's all I've had today. Yeah.
It was like 3 pieces of Pizza Hut pizza.
Yeah.
Just not because I've been hungry. I just ain't had time to eat.
Yeah.
With my job,
So anyways, that's the update for me. Other than that, my life is still pretty normal. I mean, it's the same thing. School is school, and It's what it is. I'm tired.
My life is anything but normal.
I
know. But
and we love you, and we're proud of you. We're proud of you.
We're getting there.
You're getting there. You're adjusting. You're getting there. That's why we don't have video today. We're got some boxes in here, but we do have the new studio set up.
I bought another load of stuff out of the basement, and it is sitting in the studio room that it needs to be put up. So,
but I do want to tell you what I did. So this new bar, club, eatery. No, it wouldn't be it wouldn't be a club. It's a bar like anything else, I guess, is a bar. You can take your kids in there during the day, but I think after 9 o'clock, it's like 21 and over.
Yeah.
Jerk Raleigh's at Pullman.
Okay, yeah.
Have you been?
No, I was supposed to go with you all Saturday,
and
I had ceiling. I finally got somebody, my sister and Todd, come over to hang my ceiling fans. They've been sitting in my floor for like a month, so you kind of got to accept the help when you can get the help.
I had the most fun. I'd
planned on going.
Fun, Elisa. So the owner, her name is Christy, super nice. And I don't know her personally, but we had, like, my really good friends are some of her friends.
Okay.
So I'm sure that she recognized me, you know, and I've never met anybody that I couldn't talk to. Anyway, she's going around because Saturday they were celebrating St. Patty's Day. And we were sitting there eating a charcuterie board, and let me tell you, their charcuterie board has a full pretzel on it with a beer cheese, a salami and grapes and cheese, and oh my God, it was so good. Anyways, Christy, the owner, is going around and she's handing out like the beaded necklaces, and she's got these green St. Patrick's Day hats, like they've got a shamrock on them, and some of them say like "drink up, bitches" and all this stuff. She's giving this stuff out. She comes over, and I'm not for sure exactly how it happened, but I was like, I can do that. Yeah, I love talking to people. Like, it makes me happy. She gave me all the necklaces. All I did for an hour is go around the bar giving people necklaces and talking to them. And all of my group of friends are like, what are you doing? I was like, I'm having the best time.
You should have Watch for Deer stickers and handed them out at the same time.
I don't know if she'd appreciated that. But I had the best time. And this older lady was in there, and I swear, Elisa, she had to be, I'm not joking, she had to be probably 75 years old. And she was in there with her other friends and stuff, and she had gotten a hat that had a shamrock on it.
Yeah.
And so I'm going through, and I didn't give that hat out. And she was like, hey, come here. And I walked over there. I was like, yes, ma'am. And I put a necklace on her, and she was like, I want one of those hats. And I was like, what hat? And she was like, the one that says "drink up, bitches." And I was like, for seriously? Like,
yeah, what?
Like, that's what we're taking back? All right, ma'am. So I got her a hat, and she was tickled to death. She put it on. It was the cutest thing I'd ever seen. But then after I got done doing all that, because I thought it was fun, I was sitting in front of my good friends, Christy and Chris and Michelle Warden, and who I love so much. But I'm sitting there dancing, or I'm standing up there dancing. I think Michelle, my best friend Michelle's behind me. Amy's behind me. Scott's sitting some, I don't know who and all was there. I mean, there was a ton of us there. And the Marshall cheerleaders, which I did not know at the time were some Marshall cheerleaders, were standing beside of me. And they started dancing with me, and we were, you know, dancing and having a good time and everything. Well, the singer on stage, and the stage is cool. The stage is so cool looking. It looks like a country stage. It's got like fronts of houses and stuff on it.
Yeah.
It's really, really cool. There's rocking chairs on stage and all this stuff, and this country band's up there and they're singing. And anyways, I'm not for sure if this is exactly how it happened or not, because it's so loud in there.
Sure.
But
sure.
I ended up on stage.
Loud.
I ended up on stage singing with the band and my Marshall cheerleading friend, and I cannot think of her name right now. I think it starts with a D. But anyways, singing He Should Have Been a Cowboy. And
I've seen video.
I sent you the video. It was the most fun. I danced and jumped up and down to He Should Have Been a Cowboy for, how long is that song? 3 or 4 minutes?
Yeah.
But it was so much fun. So if you get a chance to go to Jerk Raleigh's, go with your friends. If you get a chance to go earlier than that, go take your kids and eat. They have food there. It's absolutely, you can take your family.
That's cool.
Like I said, after 8 or 9, it's like 21 and over though.
Yeah.
So then it turns into a bar.
That's cool.
So I'm gonna let you go ahead and tell your story, because you know me, I can talk and talk and talk.
I know, it's been a minute. So we're not diving into any huge story, but I feel like This is something that we need to talk about, especially right now in the mindset that I have been in. Are you ready?
I guess.
Okay. So today we are going to discuss the psychology of female serial killers.
That's what you look up.
That's what we're going with.
That's what you did. Okay.
Yeah. So when you think of a serial killer, you often think of men like Ted Bundy or Jeffrey Dahmer.
Mm-hmm.
Most of us have never even let it cross our minds that women can also be violent killers as well.
Well, that's not true, because the story that I'm giving to Creepalachia this Tuesday, I'm doing Aline. Can I not tell it?
Oh, I guess you can.
Why can't I tell it?
I don't know.
Why'd you? Maybe I shouldn't.
I don't know. Maybe go ahead.
I'm going to go ahead. Why does it matter?
You've already
Aline
said it.
Warnus. I wrote that story.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm doing that one. It was a female serial killer.
Yeah. So while the statistic favors men with a huge 85%, women only account for like 15%. To understand why females kill, we'll go over the psychology of women and their methods, their preferred victims, and their background.
Okay.
So when a woman commits a murder, often it is blamed to be a defensive mental illness or even a hormone imbalance, such as postpartum depression, even premenstrual syndrome, or, you ready for this?
Mm-hmm.
Even menopause.
What about perimenopause?
I'm sure it can be a
I do not
contributing
think
factor.
that surely to goodness that's not. I've not wanted to kill. Maybe I don't know. I
have. I mean,
swear,
for sure.
the other day I'm sitting there and Scott, he doesn't listen to the podcast, so it's fine.
So
and
it's
the
fine.
dogs are scratching on the door, and I get out and I get up and I let him in, and I let him out, and I let him in, and I let him out, and all this stuff. And they go back to the door in 15 minutes, and they went out again for the third time. So I get up. It doesn't bother me. It doesn't bother me at all. I get up. I let him out. And he goes, those dogs are killing me. I could have punched him right through his face bone. I was just like,
You're not even moving.
Move. He hadn't even moved. He was like, these dogs are killing me. I was like, oh my God, I'm going to go through your skull and your face. I love you so much, but yes. And I'm not even a violent person.
See? That's
Go
what I'm
ahead.
saying. Perimenopause.
Oh, maybe that's what it is.
Most of the time, they're perceived to be acting out of uncontrollable, bottled up rage due to fear that's often caused by the hands of abusive men, which would make sense. You know, if you're being abused at some point, hopefully, not hopefully. Hopefully you get your revenge in.
So
and
I don't know if
snap.
okay. I don't know if you're in the right headspace to do this story.
To give this
because
one.
the words you're using, the adverbs, are not the adverbs you should be using. Like, hopefully you get your revenge.
You get your revenge,
So.
and you end it.
Oh God, it's gonna be a long podcast.
Female violence was argued to be in self-defense against systematic male aggression towards a woman. This makes the male the aggressor and the female the victim.
I wonder, okay, let me ask you this. I wonder if we should look up how, lesbian serial killers.
No, we need to Google that.
I mean is it just men that's making girls angry, like women angry?
There's cases that I know of that I've heard and listened to where there are two females that actually there's one I know. She was called the Suitcase Killer.
Mm-hmm.
It was a trio of ladies.
Mm-hmm. Like a throuple.
I don't know that they probably, but this was back when there shouldn't have been
Don't tell me anything else. Just
we
do
need
a
to
story
Google.
on it.
But yes, there have been instances where there's been a love triangle with females, and
Okay.
there's been female lovers,
Okay.
but yeah. So this making the male the aggressor and the female the victim. So it kind of flip-flops roles.
Mm-hmm.
It's almost hard to fathom a female as a murderer because most would describe a female as a nurturing and loving human. That's
Right.
what we're designed to do.
Well, most females are loving and nurturing.
Yeah.
I mean, even though we talk about it a lot, murder and serial killers that's not normal, nor is it like I don't know any murderers or serial killers. Like, I mean, I know we talk about it and stuff, which kind of makes it like, oh, okay, well, that's relevant,
Well,
but
you
it's
gotta
not
look.
prevalent.
There's nine times out of 10, there's typically a really bad childhood involved with a murderer,
Yeah.
unless obviously there's the show episode Snapped, where people just keep taking and taking and taking, and they snap. I
Yeah.
mean, I get it.
Do you?
I mean,
You
I
should
could
stop talking
I mean,
like that.
I mean, I could see, like if, and this is why mental health is so important. This is why you should go to a therapist and get it off your chest, because you bottle it up, and one day before you know it, you'd be on an episode of Snack.
Okay, if you could stop gritting your teeth and looking at me like
Sorry.
that, I'd appreciate it.
I'm just passionate. So female serial killers are rarely ever known to kidnap, rape, or torture their victims unless accompanied by a male partner. So 5% of the time, if a sexual assault is involved in the murder case, it's usually a couple.
Okay.
So, and it's usually generally the male leading that and the female following orders. Now, the female serial killer's gratification begins with the victim's death, and it often lasts days, weeks, or even months. Can you guess what the most common MO is for a female killer? What's their modus operandi?
Okay. For a serial killer?
For a female serial killer, what is their method?
Their method reason?
What is their method? What do you think a female serial killer would use to murder the most? Would they garrote? Would they stab?
They're not
going to
garrote. They're not. I don't feel like they're. I mean, I wouldn't think stab either. I would think it would be something, because females are not as strong as males for the most part. I don't care what you all say. Like, if you all say, "Oh yeah, they are," no, they're not. So you're going to have to do something tricky. So it would have to be like a gun. Okay. I don't think it could be. I mean, it could be a knife. You could kill somebody with a knife, but you have a better chance of not.
Yeah.
Poison.
Absolutely. That's right. It is poison. Yes. The FBI classifies all serial killers as one of three classes. So you have your organized, which they're usually very intelligent, they're very high functioning, they keep a clean house, and they're very personable.
Okay, that is not us. My house is a disaster, so...
Usually, these types of killers are very methodical, and they make thorough plans, and they even go as far as to stalk their victims.
Oh.
Then you have a disorganized category. Usually sloppy, they're less intelligent, and most of the time they're socially awkward. Typically, they will use force to overcome their target.
Yeah. I don't feel like I'm in that category either.
Then there's the mixed.
Okay. Oh.
This is a category that doesn't quite fit neatly within the other two classifications.
Yeah.
Most women serial killers are classified as a mix. Females will carefully plan and execute their murder and prepare the weapon in advance, which is usually poison.
Yeah.
Yet at the same time, they just about every time they know their victim and they leave the body at the scene of the crime.
Even like with serial killers, they know their victims, so they go around killing a bunch of people they know. That's weird.
There's a range of new categories used to define and address female serial killers. So you have your black widows, and I'm sure you know what that is.
Yes, it's the ones who kill their husbands.
Husbands, lovers, close kin. Then you have your angels of death.
Oh.
Right?
Oh, okay. Those are like nurses. Things like that.
They target children.
Oh, God.
Yeah. Then you have your cult disciples.
Yes.
Usually, what happens in those cases?
They kill a bunch of people at one time with Kool-Aid?
They usually are led to kill by a very charismatic male leader.
Yeah.
Now, you also have accommodating partners. They resign themselves to assisting or partaking in the murders with their husband or their lovers. There's a couple cases that I'm going to cover eventually on the podcast that involves accommodating partners. Then you have the category depraved sadistic partners. So only about 32% of women kill this way. And again, Carla Homolka and Myra Henley, which again, they're a couple that I plan on covering.
I was gonna say, I don't know who that is.
That's fabulous. You don't know who that is. That's
I've never heard those names before.
Tickles my toes.
I've never heard those names before in my life.
That's amazing. Don't Google it.
I can't Google it. I actually don't even know what you said. I
Perfect.
think I have ADHD. I'm sitting here.
If you're a doctor, we'd like to schedule an appointment for a diagnosis.
I'm like, if you're a doctor,
we probably need some ADHD meds. So, shout us out, hook us up.
I mean, I know you said names, but I don't know what you said.
Okay. So typically the female will participate in the rape, the torture, and the murder of the victims with their partner. You have explosive avengers. They're usually driven to murder a certain type of victim as a revenge kill, which is, again, your abused woman. Abused and battered woman syndrome. They snap. They're tired of it. They're just done.
Yeah.
Then you also have what's called profit predators, such as, do you remember Linda Hazard, the hazardous healer, the starvation doctor? Do you remember that episode we did?
Oh, I do. I do remember that now that you said that.
So she was a profit predator.
Yeah.
So check that out if you haven't. That's episode 62. She killed for profit. She strongly believed in her method, which tells me there was a mental health crisis there because she was very passionate about her method of doctoring.
Yeah.
But in the end, it was about controlling the estate of her her clients.
Yeah.
Then you have power seekers. These female attempts.
How many friggin' serial killers are there? There's like so many categories.
Yeah, they are. So in the power seeker category, a female attempts to attain some sort of power over her victim, whether that's in politics or just a personal life. And our last one, you're going to love.
Am I?
Munchausen by proxy syndrome.
Oh,
Again, we're going to circle back to your girl, Gypsy Rose Blanchard.
Ugh.
The aggressor typically murders or makes their victim ill to gain sympathy or attention for themselves. But again, this is where Gypsy Rose manipulated someone who was not in the mental capacity to, we're not going to get in that. Go check out those episodes.
We can get into it if you want to.
We can, but then our episode's going to stop here, and it's, But anywho, females usually already know who their victim's going to be. They don't have to stalk and search. Most of the time, it's actually they're already in an established relationship with this person, such as nurses killing patients, mothers killing children, wives killing husbands or lovers. They usually use one of three almost undetectable methods, which is a poison, a drug overdose, or suffocation.
You can detect all of those.
The body is typically found exactly where it should be, whether that's a bed, a chair, or whatever, instead of being discarded by a road or, off the beaten path or a watershed. Male serial killers focus primarily on teens or other adults, and females tend to mostly keep to children, the elderly, and males. So you don't see women serial killing women.
Oh, okay.
Where you have Jeffrey Dahmer, who targeted males.
I got what you're saying.
Do you see what I'm saying?
Yeah, but Jeffrey Dahmer's was sexual, too,
It was sexual, but just like you don't see a female.
Most of the time, females don't kill because of sexual things, like a sexual fantasy.
Exactly. Yes.
I got what you're saying.
Yes.
Yeah. I never thought about that before. So I really haven't thought about that before.
Yeah. So when you get into the psychology of why women kill, it's really bizarre.
Yeah, it never did. Until you just said that, it really never dawned on me before. But I will say we're different in the aspect of, I don't sit around and think of this crap either, Lisa.
I mean, I'm pretty sure that the FBI, I'm on a watch list for stuff that I Google.
You should be.
I'm probably on a watch list. But hello. hello, FBI, hello. Harmless research. Women serial killers also, they usually remain local. And again, most of the time, they have some sort of intimate relationship with their victim or victims.
Mm-hmm.
Only about 23% travel. And these women typically have a higher kill rate as well. And what I mean by travel is there are a few cases where we've had a couple like live-in maids who have taken advantage of coming in a home, taking care of someone, you know, the angel of death scenario. They take care of someone, they end up murdering this loved one.
Yeah.
They move on to the next town.
Gotcha.
They find someone looking for a caretaker.
Yeah.
They kill, they move on.
Yeah.
So when I mention travel, that's more of like what I'm talking about. It's already well known that a female who kills chooses poison as their preferred weapon of choice, and as much as 45% use poison sometimes, and only 35% used only poison. Women are less likely to kill by use of guns, drowning, stabbing, suffocation, or bludgeoning. And when I say poison sometimes, a lot of times, sometimes they will incapacitate their victims by poison, and they will suffocate to finish it off.
You know why? Because women aren't as strong as men.
We're not strong. We have to...
I mean, I may be stronger than like a tiny little man, but I doubt that. Even then, I'm weak.
Even at a rage.
I'm weak.
I'm weak.
I'm weak.
I feel like you're hollering going, hey, I'm a target.
I'm a calorie deficit. Listen, honey, look at me. I can't even hardly lift this arm up.
She's like, okay.
It's all I can do, put one foot in front of the other.
No, grab my small hand, my strong hand.
Stick it in mashed potatoes. Do you know there's a new scary movie coming out in June?
Is there really?
Yes, we're going to watch it.
Go watch that.
Oh, 100% we're going to watch that.
We need to watch that.
Take my tiny hand. Yeah, we're watching that.
So let's take a look at how a female serial killer's background would have an effect on the how and the why they murder.
Okay.
So almost 40% of females who killed were adopted by non-relatives. So we're in the system, and again, 40%, that's a lot.
A big number.
That gets adopted by people, you know, in foster care or whatever. They're non-relatives.
We're not saying that 40% of people who get adopted.
Right.
We're saying 40% of serial killers have been adopted. Yes.
Yes. So 40% were raised in non-traditional homes. And 20% were raised in traditional homes with their biological parents. And again, just like with their male counterparts, the history of their parents plays a crucial role. Biological children of parents who have a criminal record are 4 times likely to commit criminal acts themselves. Now, a study done by Sherman and Coughlin indicated that 71% of female serial killers came from homes with histories of drug and alcohol abuse. 35% reported witnessing sexual violence as kids, and 43% reported being sexually abusive or sexually abused themselves. An astonishing 100%, meaning 7 out of 7 serial killers in the Keeney Hyde study reported some type of physical, emotional, or sexual abuse. 100%. Are you ready to feel lighter, more energized, and more in control of your health? At Enlightened Weight Loss and Wellness, they specialize in personalized, science-backed support for men and women's hormones, weight loss, and overall wellness. From GLP-1 weight loss injections to metabolism-boosting vitamin therapies and functional hormone balancing, they create a plan that finally works for you. If you're ready to feel like yourself again, or better, now's the time. Learn more at enlightenedweightandwellness.com or check them out on Facebook at Enlightened Weight Loss and Wellness. Mention code SPOOKY10 for 10% off your first visit.
I can say, as someone who works with, with kids and have for years, parents that are on drugs, that are mean, that are not attentive, things like that. And if you're one of those parents, and you know if you are or not, and you're listening today, you do not realize the damage that you're doing to your child. If you are physically abusing your child, if you were on drugs, if your child is seeing you do drugs, if you are in an abusive relationship, seeing you get abused, seeing your husband get abused, seeing you steal, anything like that, you either don't know the damage that you're doing to your child or you don't care. So here's what you need to do. Give that child to a family member until you get your shit together.
Yeah.
That child did not ask to be born into that. It's not fair what you're doing to your kid.
Right.
So many children get just passed over, not looked at, and it happens. Listen to me. It also happens in households that you could go down the street and see this big, beautiful house and these beautiful cars in your driveway and stuff, and it is a living nightmare inside of them. Yeah. So, if you're doing that to your children or whatever, you should. I'm not going to cuss or anything like that because I feel very strongly about this kind of thing because I've seen it many, many times and I know what it does. Shame on you, really, shame on you. Do better for your children, for your children. Do better for your children because this goes beyond not being a serial killer. This goes to PTSD, being locked up, having mental health issues, the suicide rate. You don't know what you're doing to your kids.
No, you have no clue.
You do not. You are actually changing the physical makeup of their brain. They've
just
done
like in the Krista Pike. The Krista Pike story.
Krista Pike.
Physically changed.
You are changing the physical makeup of their brain. Yeah. You're changing them. So you need to do better and do what's best for the kid. Take yourself out of the scenario, and if there's somebody safe that they can go to, then that's what you need to do.
Agreed. With our male serial killers, we know that animal abuse, arson, and bedwetting are all signs, according to the McDonald Triad. The McDonald Triad concept links these three signs as potential predictors for the later violent or homicidal behavior. But there are no studies of the triad in female serial killers. There have been very few cases documented that included the triad within the female history. And again, we don't have a huge history of female serial killers. It's not as common as males.
Or hear me out. Females are smarter and don't get caught.
But why? Why is that? Why does that happen? Female aggression usually takes on a totally different form in young girls and teens. Listen up. It's manipulation. Mm-hmm. By manipulating others to do their violent act. The use of gossiping, exchanging derogatory notes, excluding victims from groups or isolating them, forming hate clubs, that can lead to serious physical repercussions. Now, I'm not saying that every preteen or teen that does these behaviors are future serial killers, because we all know, especially in today's world,
there's bullies.
This is... this goes on all the time. Mm-hmm. But if your child also has a bad home life, again,
it could be a red flag. It could just be a red flag.
A huge red flag.
Like I said, we talk about it, but we don't really know any of them. It's not like we know anybody that does this. But but let me tell you something. Again, working as the job I do, girls are vicious.
Girls are
vicious compared to boys. Boys will walk up, punch each other in the face, and it's over. Girls will try to destroy your life.
They will pick you
apart.
To the bone.
They will pick you to the bone, and then girls are more vicious when it comes to that social standards and stuff. They're more vicious. Mm-hmm. They are more. But I will also say girls are more. They stick by each other closer than boys do. Like. If I'm mad at you, if I'm mad at you, Elisa, I may say, I'm pissed off at you and this is why, Yeah. But if somebody else was to say something bad about you to me, I'd lose my mind.
Right.
We're very, what's that word?
It's the sisterhood.
It's the sisterhood.
Be a girl's girl.
You be a girl's girl. That's right.
Be a girl's girl.
You're a girl's girl. Be a girl's girl.
All right. Back to the Sherman Coughlin study. 100% of female offenders that she interviewed reported obesity. And 43% of that reported teenage acne as well. These usually resulted in social isolation, which caused extreme loneliness. This trait alone, the loneliness, accounts for the most common characteristic of childhood serial killers. Male and female. The loneliness, the isolation.
And obesity?
Obesity, because the obesity and acne caused them to be bullied and isolated.
So did they, and I'm not
100%.
Well, no, it's not that, but like, they must have gotten older and lost weight because I've not seen an obese serial killer.
But by the time it's over with, the mental damage is done.
No, I know that. I'm just saying they must have like lost weight because
Right.
I literally can't think of an obese serial
but again,
killer.
When you go through something traumatic like that, it's hard to let go.
Oh, for sure.
It's hard to let go.
I'm not talking
and
about
move
that.
on.
I'm talking about at one point they must have lost weight because I don't know of a fat serial killer.
I don't either.
That's what I'm saying.
And most of the time you don't see fat victims either. It's because you got to be a little carry, throwing fingers.
I never thought about that either.
Yeah.
You really can't. I mean, you
so
can,
us
but
thick girls, we pretty safe.
I've never really thought about that either. Honestly,
That's
I mean,
right.
of course, you know, you've got a few outliers or whatever,
Right.
and I'm just talking to hear my brain rattle. But really, the majority of serial killers and victims, they're not overweight.
Right.
Huh.
Right. You go ahead and you eat that Dunkin' Donut, babe.
Okay. I never thought about that.
You're
All
protecting yourself. I will not get kidnapped.
Good luck picking me up.
That's what I'm going to tell myself, and next time I go buy Dunkin' Donuts.
You want me to go get another piece of pizza and shove it down your gullet?
Maybe. My gullet. Shove it down your gullet. Oh, gosh. So, a large number of male and female serial killers are psychopaths.
Well, we were just talking about that, and I thought you were going to say a large number of serial killers are sexy. Like you went like that, and I was like, that is not what you're going to say, because I've seen them, and they're not. Go ahead.
Not sexy. Psychopathy is called an antisocial personality disorder, or ASPD. Psychopathy is not to be confused with psychotic. Someone who is psychotic is delusional, paranoid, and suffering from an organic disease in the brain, often like schizophrenia. Psychotics are clinically and legally sane, and they're usually more of a danger to themselves than others. Psychopaths are aware of reality and fully understand the harmful nature of the acts that they commit, but simply do not care. They don't care.
Yeah. Right, they have no remorse. They know
just like whatever.
Right, they have no remorse.
You know, it's just like you and I having a conversation. It's like, well,
yeah,
you know, they don't care.
They don't care. There's no remorse.
Yeah. Psychopaths are unable to feel a normal range of emotions, but what's even scarier is that they are good at simulating these emotions, displaying sympathy, love, and affection, all while feeling nothing. They're completely numb. They're not feeling these emotions, but they're acting as though they are.
Yeah.
They wear a mask behind what others want to see or feel. Now, let's define what causes psychopathy. It's thought that an interruption of an infant's physical bonding with its mother or childhood trauma, whether that's physical or sexual abuse, triggers the fight or flight instinct. A child is usually unable to fight, so they redirect to flight, therefore going into an emotionally detaching phase to numb the pain, where physical or emotional being, which is the separation or the trauma that's felt.
Yeah.
So this causes the mind to become completely rewired, as we mentioned in Krista Pike, so that certain emotions are cut off and they're never able to feel those again.
What is that called? Dissociative
disorder.
Dissociative disorder. Where you cut that off and you just don't get it back. It's like cutting your arm off and then hoping that it grows back, and it does not.
No, it's you literally disassociate from the body.
Yes, you have to. Yeah. If you're a child and you're going through that, you have to.
Yeah.
You have to.
For sure. So this causes, again, it causes to be rewired, so it's never felt again. Psychologist John Bowlby stated, "A young child's hunger for their mother's love is as great as his hunger for food." How wild is that?
I think it's wild.
They
I
need
think
a mother's love
yes.
just as much as they need sustenance.
Oh, my God. Of course they do. Of course they do. That's...
Like, when I read that, when I was typing in the story, like, it literally gave me chills.
Yeah.
Like,
you actually kind of look like you're choked up a little bit right now just saying it.
Just as much as they need the air they breathe, the water, and the food, they need a mother's love.
And it's not just babies either. We're talking toddlers, kids,
Adults.
teenagers, adults. I need my mother's love.
Yes.
I need my mom.
Yes.
I got really upset at school today. And I called my mom on the way home. Not at a kid or anything like that. I'll tell you, it was a colleague, and he said something that really made me mad.
I'd have punched him. You want me to punch him?
You can't do that.
I can
but
punch
anyways,
him. I don't work
he
there.
said something that I didn't agree with. I'll tell you after this. You're going to love it. But anywho, I called my mom. Because I need that. And I'm 40.
Go ahead.
45. Shut up, Lisa. Shut up. And I need that. So I can't imagine being a child needing that and getting cussed or slapped or not fed or I still lay my head in my mom's lap and she rubs my head. So I just can't.
Yeah. That hit me hard though. Like I didn't. Just the way he said it, I don't know. It was deep.
And Emmy, she still jumps in my lap. Like, I go to her room every night. Give me a hug. She's an adult. Give me a hug.
Yeah.
Good night, baby. I love you.
Time.
You're beautiful. Like, why wouldn't you want to do that? It's your baby.
It's your baby. The relationship between male serial killers and psychopathy have been extensively studied. However, there have been no major studies in the U.S. of the relationship between psychopathy symptoms and homicide by females. So they haven't really studied those symptoms in the female serial killers. Now, we've gone over the how, the why, so let's go over the warning signs. The telling of exaggerated stories intended to inflate the teller's worth or importance. Typically, they present with compulsive lying, petty thieving, bouncing bag checks, bad credit behavior, sudden shifts in mood, or a permanent shift to a hostile and demeaning attitude from an affectionate and respectful one. So it's like flipping that light switch.
Like bipolarism? Like almost kind of like they were a turd and now they're not?
Yeah.
Instead of being now they're not and now they're a turd?
Yes, so they shift from... They're shifting in mood from
turd
being
to
hostile and demeaning,
to
from affectionate and respectful. So they're switching. It's like a light switch turning on and off. Promiscuous behavior, morbid interest in death and true crime literature.
Good grief!
Holla at your girl. Drug and alcohol abuse, eating disorders and or obesity, history of abuse as a child, and history of broken marriages.
I wonder if people know right now you're eating a bologna sandwich, drinking straight vodka, choking a dog. I'm playing. You just got us canceled. You just got us canceled is what you did. You're going to bleep that out. We just lost the show right there. Nah. I didn't know you were going to do sound effects.
They come here for the dark humor.
It was nice, guys. You all be safe and
watch for deer. I want to wrap it up. So, the most outstanding difference between men and women who kill is the female has this expert ability to fabricate a methodically crafted persona or a mask that was cultivated with charm and seductive behavior. Mm-hmm. With most women serial killers, there's no sign of aggression. It just happens. We're unable to see it.
There's a show called Snap.
We're unable to see it until it's too late. And my resource for that was Female Serial Killers, How and Why They Become Monsters by Peter Vronsky. So you're welcome. That was fun.
So that was fun, and that's going to help. Like, you need to listen to that because, like I said, when we go to Creepalachia, that's what we're going to be talking about.
That's our topic.
That's our topic is female serial killers.
Yep.
So you did that, and I'm actually glad that you did that.
Yep. And that'll let you go into the show with kind of knowing the psychology behind it.
Yeah.
Maybe being able to understand a little bit better why. Not that there's ever a reason to, but I think understanding the why
could
potentially help.
I'm not talking about serial killers or anything like that, because, but these women who snap and they kill their abuser,
it is what it is.
Whatever.
They've dealt years.
Whatever. You guess what happens if you play stupid games?
Pew pew.
No.
Oh no, poison.
No, you win stupid prizes, dummy. You don't know.
Pew pew.
I'm leaving. I'm going to FaceTime somebody else so they can see me leave this house.
She's like, you are so violent.
What is wrong with you? I need you to calm down. If you play stupid games, you win stupid prizes, Elisa.
Okay, I got it.
Oh, God.
Pew, pew.
I don't feel safe. Okay, well, so we're recording on March whatever, and we're not going to be back until June now. I need whatever medicine she's on to kick in.
She's like, we need medicated. Well, that is our story for today. You all know the routine, or maybe you forgot by now since it's been like 2 months.
Well, I did miss you guys, and I'm super excited to be sitting here talking to Elisa. And again, I'm not a crappy friend. She just gone constantly, just so you know.
Just keeping myself busy, y'all.
She's keeping busy, and I totally get it, and she needs to. So,
but we're gonna try to exert some of that mental energy back into the podcast. So,
well, like we said, we're recording next week with Creepalachi. Usually takes a few weeks for his to come out. April 10th, we're going to be at Creekside Golf Course Restaurant, 7:30. Come up there and see us. Yeah, come hang out. And even if we've never seen you before, just walk up and introduce yourself.
Yeah. Like, I think the coolest thing is, like, when I go somewhere and I forget where I was. But some girl was like,
"You can make it up. They don't know. Make it up." Was you at the DG?
Sure.
Dollar Tree. Say Dollar Tree.
I was at Dollar General.
Okay, she's at the Dollar General.
I was at Dollar General. I don't remember which one because they're everywhere. But I was at the DG, and this lady, and she was like, are you the one that does the podcast? And I'm like, well, yes, I am.
Yeah.
Okay,
that happened to me the other day in a weird place. So I was at work, and one of our teacher's aides was walking down the hallway, worked with her all year, super cute. I'm not going to mention her name because I don't know if she would like for me to or not. Super cute blonde hair. I know her family. I don't know her that well, but I know her family. They live kind of close by. But I'm walking down the hallway, and she stops me. And one thing that I never talk about the podcast at work.
No,
now, if I'm on lunch or something and one of the other teachers want to ask me something, I will then. But, and the kids, which I'm very lucky, they have no idea. Last year, I had to ignore it a lot because I don't talk about it. It's not for, if you are letting your children listen to this, stop.
Yeah. We try to keep it PG, but still it's content that a child shouldn't listen to.
But I'm walking down the hallway, and she's like, "Hey, Miss Stevens, stop." And she's like, "Come here." And I walked over there. She goes, "Are you Samantha from Watch for Deer?" And I was like, "Yes." And I smiled. I was like, "Yes."
Yes,
she goes, "I follow you on Spotify. Did not know that was you until I don't remember if she saw that we had a Facebook page or somebody told her." She was like, and she smiled at everybody. She's like, "I had no idea." I was like, "Yep, that's me.
That's us.
That's me."
Yeah. Nothing is better than meeting new people that we don't know that know us. That's the coolest thing ever, I think, is running into people and they're like, "Hey, you're so-and-so." So nothing like being small town famous.
I don't think we're small town famous.
We'll get there.
Really?
We'll get there.
All right.
We'll get there if we start.
We'll get there eventually.
If we start posting more content.
Okay, well, if some of us,
stop traveling
so much, we'll see what we can do.
So you guys go follow us on Spotify or wherever you get your podcasts. If you got a story to tell us, email us at watchfordearpodcast@gmail.com. Be sure to rate us on Spotify because that helps push our content out. The higher the ratings, the more Spotify will push it.
And we are rated at a 5.0.
That's right. We're up there. So thank you guys. You guys are awesome. But until then.
And we get, listen, and I know if you're the first time listener, come listen to us. We get thousands of listens. It's not it's not, I'm not just saying, it's like 20 people are listening. So join in with us here. Join in and have fun.
Because we have taken a break and we pulled the numbers and we were expecting the numbers to be down. And honestly, they were shocking. So thank you guys for
it
still
really was.
representing Watch for Deer.
They were. Our numbers were shocking, and we were like, "What in the world? We've not
We
put
were
out
both
anything
like,
in
what?
6 weeks.
We've not put what?
We
Like,
can't thank you enough for that. We really can't.
So
we're
wow.
very appreciative of you guys, and you know that. Like, if we see you out and you want to talk to us about the podcast,
come talk to us,
or you message us or whatever. I mean, you really have made our day. We do this. We don't make money off this.
It's
just
for
a
fun.
hobby.
It's leisure.
Yeah, and let me tell you about my embarrassing life and all the good things that I'm going through.
And,
yeah.
But,
and my friend getting diarrhea. I got you, boo. I got you.
We want to be friends.
At least I didn't say your name. We good. All right. Well, you know what? I'm going to do it this time.
Do it.
You know what I'm going to do?
Do it.
I'm going to tell him, y'all be safe
and watch for deer.